Good morning. It is Sunday, April 26th at 11:25 in the morning. I'm going to play a classic early 1980s matchup between the Phoenix Suns, who were a rising team at the time, and the San Antonio Spurs, who were also a rising team at the time. Both teams had a solid year. Both teams featured, well, the Spurs featured a legend, but anyway, let's get to it. They're doing the starting lineups for the Spurs. I doubt it was this fancy back in 1984, but still. There's Gene Banks, the first player taken out of Duke University. Johnny Moore, very underrated point guard. Averaged 9 assists several times during his career. Solid. And here's Artis Gilmore. I think he's going to be a problem for us. I'm going to be the Suns. One of the most underrated players to play in the 1980s, Mike Mitchell. And here's the Iceman. I'm not sure who the head coach of this Spurs team was. I'm trying to think. So you see Kyle Macy, Walter Davis, Larry Nance, Maurice Lucas, and James Edwards. For the Spurs, you saw Moore, Gervin, Mitchell, Banks, and Gilmore. Morris McCone and Bob Bass were the head coaches. There's the Greyhound, Walter Davis. I've been wanting to play with this Suns team, and I just wanted to face a team that would be comparable, at least in my eyes. James Edwards wins the toss. Here's Maurice Lucas screening for the Greyhound. Walter Davis to the rim. Johnny Davis going against Kyle Macy. I'm sorry, not Johnny Davis. Johnny Moore, and he hits the shot. Kyle Macy. Into James Edwards. Gilmore, such a fantastic defender. Gilmore, good defense on Edwards. Edwards fighting through and still gets it to go. James Edwards, a third-round pick in 1977, had a long and productive NBA career. Not a great rebounder, but a terrific scorer. I always thought the Pistons used him the right way. A post-up player who could score off the bench. He was in his prime-ish during these years with Phoenix and Indiana. Artis Gilmore from Johnny Davis, who, as I talked about earlier, Johnny Davis was a great passer. Edwards screening for Macy. Oh, he's got a quick release. Larry Nance working against Mike Mitchell. Good defense from Mitchell. Rebound, Mike Mitchell. Mike Mitchell had 5 years where he averaged over 20 points per game. 1 year, his only All-Star year, great dunk there by Gilmore, by the way, he averaged 25 points a game. And that was when he was on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Edwards. Oh, in and out. Edwards 1 for 4. Oh, and Macy poking it away. I got to figure out a way to get Nance going. Macy getting by, and Macy scores. Kyle Macy, who played 5 years with the Suns and ended up playing with Michael Jordan in the '86 season on the Bulls. Gervin. Johnny Moore. Moore for three. Johnny Moore hitting the three. The Greyhound. Davis working against Gervin. Oh, Walter Davis over George Gervin. Gene Banks. Looking inside for Gilmore. Ooh, and Edwards fouls Gilmore. Edwards was tall, but he was slender. Gilmore was just big. Maurice Lucas was a good combo forward to go with James Edwards because of his ability to rebound the ball. Macy. Davis, no. Oh, dang it. Too quick of a release. Oh, and Gilmore out of bounds. Uh-oh. Oh. Ah, distracted. Oh, don't try to shoot the gap, Davis. Throw it over the top. Nance came over on Gene Banks. Rebound Lucas. That's another thing. Nance was a great rebounder also. Definitely a power forward in today's game. Edwards off the mark, and Edwards is struggling. Mitchell. Hey, he's got Artis Gilmore defending him, okay? Mitchell working on Nance to Gilmore. Johnny Moore. Rebound Nance. Oh, Gilmore is a problem in there. Maurice Lucas. Tough scorer inside. The four main contributors on the Suns team were Walter Davis was their leading scorer, then Nance, then Lucas, then Edwards. Mitchell and Gervin definitely the leading scorers on this group. Gervin. Gilmore from the outside. No. Rebound Davis. Nice pass into Lucas. He's definitely got the mismatch inside against Gene Banks, who's much smaller than him. Not much smaller, but he's just not as big, as hefty. Banks more of a small forward's body. Banks also went to play with Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Johnny Moore has been the killer for the Spurs. Timeout Phoenix. Rod Foster in the game. I don't know the other guys' names. Along with Rory White and Alvin Scott. Alvin Adams into the game, the veteran. One of the main reasons they got to the 1976 finals. Adams from the outside, no. Foster and Lucas battling for it. There's John Lucas, the talented but troubled point guard. Paul Westphal in the game, along with a very young John Paxson. Westphal all the way, the veteran. Paul Westphal. This was his final year in Phoenix. Well, final year in the NBA. If I remember correct. Lucas to McNamara. Mike Mitchell. Oh, Mike Mitchell. Down the lane. Mike Mitchell, a terrific scorer in the 1980s. He died a couple years ago of cancer, sadly. but a terrific player. Foster working against John Lucas. Oh, over McNamara, no. Paxson with the rebound. Oh, and Westfall. Here's Edgar Jones, who also was a solid player off the bench. Mitchell, the man right now with Gervin out. Mitchell sets the pick for Edgar Jones. Steps up. No. Rebound, Alvin Adams. Oh, I'm struggling with my centers. Mike Mitchell. To John Lucas. Oh, McNamara from Lucas. And they're really defending that well. Oh, Lucas poking it away from Foster. I don't have anyone else out here that could score other than Westfall and Adams. Well, Foster a little bit. Alvin Adams hitting it. Good shooter. Good athlete, although later in his, he's obviously in his 9th year here. Well, 8th, but anyway, what's strange about Alvin Adams is he had a tremendous rookie season. Averaged 19 points and 9 rebounds. Anyway, Lucas. And that was his best year. He was one of those guys. He had a solid career. I mean, put up great numbers throughout his career, but never equaled that. Oh, gosh, that was just terrible, wasn't it? Here comes Paxson. Paxson all the way. Oh, stop. I didn't. I wanted him to pull out. Oh, man. It's kind of an ugly start to the game for me. I got to figure out how to play with this team. Westfall to the rim, the old veteran getting it done. Now stay on him. John Lucas. Mitchell, Paxson. Oh, Rod Foster on the steal. Adams down the lane fouled. Adams knocks it down. Alvin Adams hitting it. Mike Sanders in the game. What a pass from Lucas to Edgar Jones. Foster, the quick guard, gets it up and in. Rod Foster. Fred Roberts into the game, who was a rookie that year, ended up having a very long career. Fred Roberts gets it to go. Long career with the Celtics and Bucks. Good outside shooter for his size. Oh, man, what a finish there by Roberts. Foster on the pull-up, no. And it's been the San Antonio Spurs, led by Artis Gilmore here, playing well. There's Alvin Adams knocking down the jumper. Mike Mitchell pumped up. Great pass inside there. Spurs have moved the ball well. Foster, Westfall, Sanders, Scott, and Adams. Here comes John Paxson, the younger brother of Jim Paxson. I believe this was Paxson's rookie year out of Notre Dame. He spent 2 years with the Spurs before obviously having a good career with the Bulls. Over Alvin Adams goes John Lucas with the lefty. John Lucas, the number 1 overall pick of the 76 NBA draft. Or was he 75? I don't remember. But anyway, he was number 1 pick sometime in the mid-70s. Very talented player out of Maryland, but had his troubles with drug addiction. Oh, man. Oh. Scott could not get it to go. His best year came with the Bucks in 1987. Rod Foster, when he averaged 17 points a game, starting alongside Sidney Moncrief. He was solid for the Spurs team, too. Alvin Adams on the reach-in. The Greyhound back in, Walter Davis, as Westfall will move to the point guard. Roberts to Lucas. Lucas, the lefty, and he knocks it down. I need to take Paxson down to the block here. And that's all day. Walter Davis was a terrific scorer. You got to get him going. Averaged 20 points a game this year. I got him. Oh, tipped away from Fred Roberts. No! I thought we had it. Spurs in the offensive rebounding. Oh, man. Roberts and Jones just beating him up in there. Davis all the way. Too quick. Fouled by Edgar Jones. And right after that, they promptly bring back Artis Gilmore. Davis knocks it down. Just an outstanding scorer. Johnny Moore back in. Gilmore fouled hard by Edwards. And this is just a contrast in styles. Edwards just big and finesse. Gilmore just big and anything but finesse. Same handlebar mustache, though. Gilmore knocks it down. Oh, Gilmore here has a goatee, it looks like. Oh, I didn't think Gervin was going to get out there in time. Well, we've been lucky. Gervin has not gotten going. Oh, way too quick of a release for me. I knew Davis had a quick release. Gervin. Gilmore. Gilmore for 3. Like, if he makes that, I'm going to be so mad. Davis. Blocked by Gervin. Gene Banks bringing it up. Roberts to Gervin. See, they got Banks at small forward now. Fred Roberts. Nice pass off to Gene Banks. Knocked away, and here comes Maurice Lucas. Edwards down the lane. Uses that finesse. Got to get Nance going. Unusual player, Nance. Such a big, small forward. Knocks it down. Phoenix clawed back in. I thought this was going to be a run and gun, shoot 'em out type game, but it's actually been a low scoring kind of defensive battle. Maybe it's just that these two teams aren't that great. I don't know. Macy up. Oh! Did that go in? What? Hold on. I got to see that again. Did the pass go in? The pass went in the hoop. So who gets that point? Kyle Macy does, I guess. That's hilarious. I've seen that before. Gervin finally getting there. From Johnny Moore. Oh, Gervin on the steal. Gervin, the ABA legend, on the mark. Great mid-range jump shooter. I was hoping Edwards would flash again. Larry Nance doing what he does best. The winner that year of the dunk contest, 1983-84. His son, Larry Nance Jr., a terrific dunker as well. He actually has one of my favorite in-game dunks ever, that Statue of Liberty dunk he did over, I don't remember who it was. Moore blocked. Macy. Roberts, no. Oh, Johnny Moore. He's working Kyle Macy over. Oh, James Edwards takes a seat. So the Spurs go big up front and we go small. Oh, Gilmore's just... Gilmore, here's Gervin. I guess Banks isn't going to shoot that. Of course, Gilmore shot a three. Who knows? Gervin. Johnny Moore with the ball. Into the lane. Johnny Moore continuing to be stellar. 13 points for Moore. Walter Davis, what a move. So quick. He's got 11. This game has a feel of like a 2000s game rather. Moore, no, rebound, White. Maurice Lucas, the two ABA legends. Nance. Maurice Lucas and Artis Gilmore. Maurice Lucas played for the Spirits of St. Louis. Gilmore played for the Kentucky Colonels in the ABA. McNamara. Wow, that was too easy. Oh, no. Gervin missing, and here comes Walter Davis. Oh, tough shot. Oh, ugly shot. I thought that step back would get him, but it didn't. Gervin rejected by Larry Nance. Okay. Whew, what a block by Nance. Rod Foster into the game. Into Gilmore. Davis knocking it down. Davis, 13 points now for him. Had that one just awful air ball, but that's okay. Lucas into the game. Here's Gilmore to Gervin. I think part of why I love this era so much, I was thinking about that. I'm like, why do I love this 84 era, like early 80s? It's because it's before the 84 draft. Like, And I mean, I love that group. Obviously, they're the group I grew up with. But it's fun seeing all these teams before those guys got there. Maurice Lucas. And this era also had some 70s players that hadn't retired yet. In this game, you know, Maurice Lucas and Artis Gilmore. McNamara. So I don't know. This era is just a lot of fun. Mike Mitchell now on Larry Nance. Nance going to the rim using his size. Fouled by Mitchell. Oh, Nance. Knocks it down. Larry Nance does, I don't remember if I said this already, but this was definitely, oh, Lucas for three. Oh, Larry Nance is coming out here. He averaged 17 points and 8 rebounds a game. White. Rory White from Rod Foster. Fouled by Mike Sanders, who went on to play in Cleveland with Larry Nance. Sanders against Gervin. It's not going to go well. You're going to have a bad time. Westfall blocked by Gervin. Ah. Oh, I don't like this lineup. Sanders. Oh, Mike Mitchell. Put it in. That's going to count. Talk about continuation. Alvin Adams. Knocks it down. He's got 7. Gervin working against Westfall, the two legends. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. I'm just playing reckless. You are reckless. Oy vey. I gotta be disciplined, you know. You gotta have discipline. No foul. Lucas. Oh, no. They came over. Oh, man. That's some ugly shooting there. Foster on the steal. Sanders could not put it in. Oh. Kind of a crazy first half. 57-51, San Antonio leads. Johnny Moore and John Lucas, the two John point guards, have been doing great shooting the ball. Artis Gilmore playing big inside. Here's the halftime show with Ernie Johnson.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game. I'm swimming. I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimming. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Checking out the Spurs. Kenny?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, they listed the key players. John Lucas, he's been fantastic off the bench for the Spurs. Walter Davis doing his thing with 13. We need some help from Larry Nance and from James Edwards. Johnny Moore, along with George Gervin, Mike Mitchell, Gene Banks, and Artis Gilmore. Mike Mitchell's been quiet in this game. Gilmore. Beautiful play there from the Spurs. Wait a minute. Got to get Gilmore out of that lane. Macy. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I don't like this possession at all. Edwards had to take the big fadeaway. Mitchell's good on defending Larry Nance. I want to use his size. Oh, I was about to go up with it, and Mitchell fouling Larry Nance. Davis to the rim. Walter Davis. He's been solid. In fact, better than solid. He's been fantastic. Oh, Macy. Edwards down the lane, fouled by George Gervin. Edwards knocks it down. Edwards had very nice touch for a big man. Good free throw shooter. Good mid-range jump shooter. Good post player. Oh, and Macy. Lucas. Battling inside, rejected by Gilmore. Gervin putting it in over Walter Davis. Oh my goodness, that all started with the Gilmore block shot. Gervin knocking it down. Look out, Larry Nance. What a dunk. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything fancy, and then boom. 9 points for Nance. Gilmore inside. Just over James Edwards. Just too much muscle down there against James Edwards. All right, let's see. Edwards, maybe a little too far out for him. Gervin. Oh gosh, Mitchell underneath. And it's a 9-point lead for San Antonio. Uh-oh. Steph's out. Oh, that was not good. I gotta have someone other than Walter Davis do something here. I mean, Nance is kind of stepping up a little. Clear out, clear out. I got Paxson. There we go. Walter Davis. Oh, thought he was going to pass it. Johnny Moore. He's got 15. Tell you what, this has not worked, this Edwards pick and roll. Macy inside against Gilmore. Gilmore's second. Kyle Macy, a terrific shooter. It's funny, both he and Paxson both went on to be the point guards for the Bulls. Oh, Macy knocking it away. Macy all the way with the dunk. Kyle Macy. Some terrific defense there. He's got 8. I'll open the curtain here in a minute, Steph. More good defense from Macy. Gene Banks. Oh, no! Scott, Alvin Scott bailing them out. Man, we had some great defense there. Lucas back in. Edwards and Gilmore getting tied up. James Edwards fired up there. And the Suns win the toss. Davis all the way. Walter Davis. Arguably the best shooting guard out of North Carolina before Michael Jordan. I mean, you could throw him and Al Wood into that category. I'd pick Walter Davis. Oh, I told you I can get it in a minute. All right. Oh, and Gilmore stepped out of bounds. Lucky break for the Suns. I actually have an idea about that curtain rod. Maybe we can do. All right, Steph just opened the curtain. That really brightened up the screen. I don't know yet if it's for better or worse, but... Edwards rejected by Gilmore. Boy, he is just struggling against Artis Gilmore. Oh, I wanted to pull up for the jumper, but I'll take it. Has a chance to make it a 1-point game. Walter Davis with 20 points. Make it 21. Westfall in the game. Johnny Moore, get up there, Westfall. Jeez. Excuse you for what? Oh, thanks. Excuse you for what? I burped. Oh, Johnny Moore. He and John Lucas have been terrific in the point guard position. Oh, man. Artis Gilmore. He has just been fantastic. Artis Gilmore. I need to find the mat. I'm like... Maurice Lucas, no. Rebound Gilmore. Moore bringing it up. What a pass to Banks. Blocked by Sanders. Roberts and Lucas going at it. I know who I'd pick in a fight between those two. Oh, and Roberts wins the toss. Roberts up top. Swinging it to John Lucas. They've gone with the double point guard lineup here. Gilmore inside against Edwards. No, rebound Edwards. Walter Davis for 3. 24 points for Davis. He is literally the only reason the Suns are even in this game. Timeout, Spurs. Alvin Adams in the game. Here's Edgar Jones. Oh my goodness. Nice move by McNamara. He's been very solid off the bench. Oh no. Oh, what a move by Edgar Jones. Oh my. What a finish that was. Rebound Adams. Oh, catch the ball, Sanders. And there's Johnny Moore from I don't know who threw that, but was it John Lucas? I think it was. Man, every time I think I'm going to make a run, they just keep coming at me. Moore, excellent defense. Oh. Moore's going to score. 10-point lead for the Suns. Or for the Spurs, rather. Get in there. Oh. Gene Banks fouling Mike Sanders. They're going to play Rolando Blackman. Or, excuse me, that's Mark Aguirre. Terry Cummings, it looks like, as well for the Clippers. Oh, Sanders misses. Sanders misses them both. What a move by Gervin. Oh, man. Since opening the curtain, I have struggled. Yeah, of course. You didn't hear what I said. I said, since opening the curtain, I have struggled.
Oh, stop it.
Alvin Adams, no. Holy moly. Mike Mitchell. Davis, he has had to do everything for this team. 26 points for him. Oh, Westfall fouling John Lucas. Alvin Adams running the floor. Good athlete at that center position. Gervin. Lucas. Getting in the lane to McNamara. Man, that guy has killed me. He's got 10. Mark McNamara. What a move by Alvin Adams. The spin move. Westfall, 4 points, 4 assists. Davis guarding Gervin. Tough shot. Davis ahead. Oh, man, every time I think I have it. John Lucas. McNamara. Holy moly. That guy is just killing us. We've gotten beat up inside. Mark McNamara with 13 points. Unbelievable. There we go. Nance inside, using his size, although Mitchell was a decently sized forward. It's an 11-point game. Spurs are going to hold for the final shot. Mitchell! Oh! Mike Mitchell! Giving them the 14-point lead. Wow, what a quarter for the Spurs. And it's been a collective effort, but mainly from the guard position. And Artis Gilmore defending the rim. In my opinion, he's the player of the game so far. I mean, he has impacted everything that the Suns have struggled with on offense. All right, let's see if I can settle down and play some good defense here. Assist of the game. Yep, this is what I thought it was. The no look to Edgar Jones from John Lucas, who went on to become the head coach of the Spurs in the early 90s. Edwards inside. Here's John Lucas. Three seconds. Thank you. Like he's been in there for forever. All right. Going with a double point guard lineup here. Macy and Foster. Beautiful. Larry Nance from James Edwards. 10-point game. Gervin working against Macy. Definitely has an advantage there. Gilmore. Oh no. Not the guy we want to leave open, but he misses. Here comes Rod Foster. Oh, not. No. Oh, anytime Gilmore's not on Edwards, I want to go to him. He's got such a height advantage in there. Oh, good defense from Edgar Jones. And Edwards commits the foul. Dang. Macy defending Lucas. Foster now on Gervin. Uh-oh. Edgar Jones over Alvin Adams. Oh, no. I saw it right when I let it go. Lucas open. Oh, 15-point game. Boy. James Edwards knocking it down. He's got 10 now. Mitchell. Edgar Jones. Rebound Edwards. And here comes Larry Nance. Alvin Adams down the lane, fouled by Edgar Jones. Oh, Adams misses. Oh, Adams misses them both. Man. And Gervin, of course, is going to hit that shot. Timeout. Oh, this has been frustrating for me. That's like 2 free throw trips in a row. I went 0 for. Oh, man. Good defense from Lucas. Mike Mitchell. This is getting ugly. Adams. Oh, Gilmore with a good defense. Knocked away from Lucas. Adams, tough shot. Oh my goodness. Everything just going in and out. Foster. No. Gervin. Yes! Oh my goodness. San Antonio's blowing them out. This was a close game for a while. Gervin, or rather Gilmore with the block. Oh, Mike Mitchell. It's been a frustrating second half for me. Mitchell, no. Rebound, Nance. Walter Davis hitting it. He has been great. 28 points. Who is Marco Poloing me? Oh, no. Dad. I'll check it out after this. I hope you don't mind these games when I lose. I still enjoy them because I like watching the guys. But it's tough when it's like, just do what I want you to do. Poked away by Lucas. Oh, and Lucas loses it. Gervin, he's going to hit that. Yep. George Gervin. The Iceman cometh. Oh, just Davis trying to do too much. And Gilmore inside. Beautiful ball movement from the Spurs. Wow. They have just crushed us. Nance down the lane scores. He's got 15. Gervin. Oh. Johnny Moore has been fantastic. Out to Mitchell. And Mitchell knocks it down. Oh. Shoot it, Banks. Oh, no. Wow, that was just awful. I'm trying to do too much. Foul on Mike Mitchell. James Edwards in the game. Well, disappointing this game wasn't closer. Davis. Oh. Here comes Gervin. Wow, Gene Banks hits it. They are just rolling. Well, I don't blame you if you turn it off at this point. And to Macy. Macy in double figures with 10 now. About what he averaged on this team. Gilmore. Moore. Gilmore set such a good pick. Oh, ugly. Ugly. Oh, I just want this game to end now. Rod Foster in the game. Moore down the lane scores. They run that same play every time and I can't stop it. Edwards inside scores. James Edwards. 12 points now for him. What's funny is most of my guys have actually hit around their stat line. But we just haven't been able to stop anybody. Sanders, though. Mike Sanders. Sanders again all over him. Sanders again with a nice defensive play. Just do this 20 more times and we'll be good. Well, 10 more times. Edwards. I had to risk it. Paxson being guarded by Edwards. Westfall with the foul. I'm going to call timeout. I want to see who the player of the game is. Player of the game, in my opinion, should be Artis Gilmore, but let's see who it's going to be. The player of the game for the San Antonio Spurs. George Gervin, wow. John Lucas also has had an amazing game. So we watch some Spurs highlights here. That play was nice. Paxson. Westfall. Fouled by Lucas. Oh, Westfall. We have just struggled in the second half from the free throw line. There you go. Roberts inside now. Rebound Edwards. Here comes Foster. Westfall scores it. 19-point game. Come back. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm disappointed with my effort with this Suns team, but that's okay. Just really couldn't figure out how to play with them. I mean, and part of it was the matchup. Edwards is one of the better scorers on this team, and he just struggled against Artis Gilmore. And Larry Nance couldn't get in the lane. I mean, Walter Davis played well. Maurice Lucas was also quiet in this game. Come on. Foster. No. Alvin Scott. Or Rory Scott. Or whichever, I forget. I think that is Alvin Scott. Yep, Alvin Scott. Well, at least we broke 100. Hope you still enjoyed the game. It was fun for a little bit, at least for me, and then it got to be a blowout. I know he's open. James Edwards down the lane. He's got 14. John Lucas will just dribble it out, and that's the game. San Antonio wins 122-103. Let's watch some highlights here. The Spurs just dominated. Edgar Jones played well off the bench. There's Mike Mitchell. Spurs length just really bothered my team today. All right, let's look at some quick stats. Yeah, they shot 65% from the field. Wow. They just owned most of the categories. They did have 20 turnovers, and I still couldn't capitalize. Johnny Moore, 23 and 6. Gervin, 14 or 17 9, 4 and 4. Mitchell with 15. Lucas, 15 points, 12 assists. Gilmore, 14 13, 7 blocks. Jeez. McNamara off the bench was great, 13 and 4. Edgar Jones, 8 and 5. Fred Roberts, 7 and 3. John Paxson, 6 points. Gene Banks, 4 points in the starting lineup. And let's look at the Suns. Walter Davis, 28. Larry Nance, 15 and 6. James Edwards, 14 and 6. Alvin Adams, 11 and 4. Kyle Macy, 10, 4 and 4. Westfall was 7. Lucas was too quiet. 6 points, 5 steals, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Rod Foster, 4 points, 5 assists, 4 steals. Mike Sanders, 4 points, 3 steals on those 2 steal plays. Rory White and Alvin Scott. Anyway, wait, who was that? Oh, yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it.